I'm really laughing because we're both in shirts.
We mean business today.
We mean business. We've gone all smart.
Back off holiday, in a shirt.
Yeah.
Back to the podcast.
So how was your holiday?
Oh,
Was it good?
it was lovely, thank you. We had such an amazing time. It was just so lovely to get away. Obviously, we did film the first part, which I told you before.
Yeah.
But it was just nice just to be out of routine, the same old things. Oh, what should we have for dinner? Like when you're at home, like all the dinner chat, resacking the dishwasher, the washing, this, that. It was lovely. And we was there for 2.5 weeks, which, don't get me wrong, it was lovely, but I was so ready to come home in the end. The last few days, I was in like work and house mode.
100%, yeah. That's what happens.
Yeah.
Would you do that next year, if you went again to the same resort, would you go away for that long next year again, do you think?
I think I would do 2 weeks for sure.
Okay.
But I think those extra few days, we was all ready to get back. Like, even... I think as well, maybe because number 1, I'm pregnant, but number 2, the house. So there's so much going on at the house at the minute. We need to be here. And what was quite annoying is that we flew back Friday and we've had this bank holiday weekend. So I've been like itching to like message people and chase people and sort stuff out. But Greg's like, oh, you do realise it's like Sunday morning, or you do realise it's bank holiday Monday. I'm like, but no, it was lovely. We had a really good time. I was exhausted though.
To be home. Do you know what? Holiday with kids is really tiring.
It is,
it's not
isn't it?
really a holiday.
I was thinking this and I thought, I feel really ungrateful saying it, but...
No, but I think everyone would agree. Like you're saying, you're out of your routine. It's lovely to be in the sun and it's lovely to spend good quality time day in, day out with your children, but it's really tiring. Like you come home from a holiday and you just feel exhausted.
You need another one.
A week to get over it. Yeah, it does. Honestly.
Well, this is it. Like, I think in the end as well. So, obviously, like in your hotel room, you're not actually used to really sharing that small space, are you, between like a whole family. And in the end, like everyone was getting really like aggy with each other and like
it's
on
about
top
to
of
get
each
smaller
other.
In that room.
I know. Tell me about it. I was thinking what we're gonna do next year. But I think Greg, especially, like he's like we've come back, and Nelly and Arthur, to be fair, like they've been really arguing and fighting with each other at the minute.
Yeah.
So that's been like quite hard because we're constantly like trying to separate them and battling with that. Like if they got on a bit better, it would be our lives would be so much easier. But I feel like we're consumed with like, and then I'll be pottering around in the kitchen. I'll hear "Mummy," and then I'll run into the garden. What's happened? And it will be, he's hit me. She's done this, and I don't know who to believe anymore. I just walk away.
So what I'm like. Paul and Rosie genuinely do get on well, and you've witnessed that.
Yeah.
But I have to say they have been exactly the same. And it's the first time I've really experienced it because Paul and Rosie have always I think maybe it's because they're getting a bit older now. It's their age is getting, and spending the whole summer together. Obviously, we have had the same situation, and then they call me down. Something's happened, and all I say now is I'm not interested.
Yeah,
I'm not interested. I said so. Whoever comes to me or whoever's starting it. Mummy's not interested anymore.
Yeah.
I'm getting to that point now where
get on with
unless
it.
someone get really hurt, which rarely happens, but they are same.
It is
get them back to school.
It is, no, honestly, I'm so ready now. This last week, we took them to get their school shoes yesterday, and it was.
I need to do that. How was it?
It was absolutely fine. Like we actually chose to go somewhere local in Brentwood rather than going to Lakeside. And the lady said to me, "Oh, you've made the right choice. There's a 2.5 hour waiting queue outside this shop at Lakeside." Yeah. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I'd done that. But it was funny, like you could see all of the exhausted parents queuing up, like ready to get their kids back to school.
Yeah, get these shoes, get back to school. See ya.
Yeah, and do you know what it is as well? Like on holiday, obviously it was so lovely, but it's routine. Like at home, I think in the end, kids do thrive off of having some kind of routine. I love having some kind of routine, and I think on holiday, like. Obviously, you do have a kind of routine, but they was just doing what they want, for breakfast. Pancakes, chocolate, and then
Nutella.
cakes, and then, like, I don't know if you see that video that I put
It's just a big gluten fest on holiday, don't you think? And they have like pizza and pasta and ice cream, more ice cream.
In like some mornings, I was like, right, no one's having a cake until they've had like some fruit, or even a bowl of cereal, anything.
I know.
And like they'd come back with like 6 waffles and anyway. Yeah, I suppose it's holiday. Listen, when you go on holiday, you've got to be a bit relaxed, haven't you? But I'm glad to be home. I don't feel like everyone's going, oh, did you have a nice break? Did you have a nice rest? I'm like, not really.
No, filming and had 2 kids and I'm pregnant and it was just,
Exactly.
Welcome back anyway. It's good to have you back.
Thank you. It's good to be back.
So, bank holiday weekend, I've had a week of it. You probably see on my Instagram, I've had a teeth week, we've been calling it. I've had
teeth week.
Yeah, it's been 3 different. It's been a roller coaster because little Paul lost his first tooth, which is kind of fun, and it was like he was excited about that, and it didn't hurt or anything. And a couple of days later, he actually. Oh, I'll tell you the story. It was so funny. So, I actually booked a massage. Have I told you this story? I don't think I have. So the other day, I booked a massage. Not the one like I had before, because that really hurt, and it was like that was more kind of like sports therapy. Do you know what I mean? Like I was getting deep into the muscle and stuff. And I thought, you know what? I actually really want just a relaxing one, because I know I've spoke about it before in the podcast. I'm really suffering with like shoulder and back pain this time round, with like must be the feeding and the sleeping.
Probably
and
carrying as well.
Exactly. And I thought it's been a couple of months or however long it's been. I thought, right, I'm going to book another one, but I'm going to have more of a relaxing one. So I thought, right, I booked it at 8:30 for the lady to come here at night, and I thought that's quite a good time because Paul and Rosie, they won't be asleep, but they'll be chilling, and it's quite a good time because for Edward, I can get him to sleep. So I laid with Edward for like half an hour, thought he'd be nice and chilled before the lady comes. Anyway, so she's set up, she's got the candle on, she's done like all the relaxing music, and I was like, oh, this is just heaven. You know, you just really, and I was actually looking forward to it for days. The moment I booked it, all I kept thinking about was that moment. Anyway, so Rosie's already sort of in and out, being busy, you know.
You was at home.
I was at home.
Big mistake.
Big mistake.
Huge.
And I've laid myself on the massage bed, put your head through that kind of circle bit looking down. Rosie's like underneath the massage bed looking up at me. Anyway, I could hear Edward was screaming. He was like really crying, and I was thinking, and I was like, you know, you could just hear it above the massage music. Yeah. And so like the baby was in and out of crying, and I knew that he didn't want milk because I'd already fed him and laid with him. So I thought, it must be, is it like his teeth or whatever, because he's been dribbling a lot, and all the signs have been there. And I've got Rosie looking at me underneath, and she was like sort of pushing her hands through the towel that was coming through, and then like kept kissing me. And I was like, darling, I love you so much, but can you just please let mummy relax? Anyway, so that was one thing to deal with. Then little Paul's come in the room. Can I get an apple out the fridge? I was like, yeah, of course you can. And then Rosie's back in again. Baby's crying. Paul then comes back in again. Mummy. And I'm just trying to, I was like, 1 minute, darling, look, we can, whatever it is, can we do it after? And he was like, no, mummy, my tooth's come out. So now So the second tooth has now come out where he's eating this apple. And then I was like, oh, amazing, well done. Like, let's chat about it after. And then minutes after that, Big Paul's come down with Edward, and he's just not settling, like didn't know what to do. And I just looked at them, like this massage lady was lovely. I looked at her and I was like, do you know what? Let's call it a day. And we was only 15 minutes into the massage. Honestly, you couldn't even write it. I was like, and then she was laughing. She was like, oh, I feel really bad. And I was like, honestly, I can't really, what's the point?
No, so I was couldn't relax or enjoy it.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, look, I'll pay you for your time, and then let's just rebook. So
that is just the typical, that's the thing though, like you can't, I know it seems so easy, you can't do it at home when the kids are there, anything like that. It was
just impossible.
You just can't, you got to take yourself away
and have an hour to yourself somewhere else.
Exactly, like no one that way can come in, you know, you can't do anything about it, you just got to let them all get on with it.
And that's it.
You've got to take yourself away.
Took Edward, settled him, 5 minutes, gone asleep. Do you know when you just
oh no,
it's so, as a mum, and I know that
it's one of them
and
things,
Paul's amazing, but they just, babies at that age as well, they just want their mum, don't they? Especially when they're Anyway, so we've had Paul's lost his 2 teeth days apart, which is kind of exciting. Although, I better whisper because they're in the other room. I forgot that you have to take the teeth away when you leave the money under the pillow.
Are you kidding?
No, I forgot. So he was like, "Oh, my tooth's still there." Anyway, so on the second time round, I was like, "Right, I'm going to get this right this time," and I wrote like a letter from the fairy, and was like, "Both the teeth have gone." I was like, "You know, you're just all over the place," and I completely forgot. Also, by the way, like, how much is acceptable now to be left?
Well, no. So this is. I remember when Nelly first lost her teeth. I think. We've left.
Did you leave a note or coins?
No, coins. So we left £5 for the first one.
Yeah.
And then we left like £2 coin for like some of the little ones. And then when she lost the big one, it jumped up to a £5 note again. But also I did do one note, and then after that I've just sort of left. She's got like a little tooth fairy pillow. Puts the tooth in that.
Yeah.
And then take the tooth away, put the money in it. But
because Paul's had 20.
No, what's the
Paul's
going
had
rate?
20 quid out of the tooth fairy in the last week.
I know, tooth fairies like
I think
very generous these days.
I think that's too much. I think it should be like £2 coin. Anyway,
well, that's what it was when we was younger, wasn't it?
Yeah. So that was that.
Next thing you know, it would be like a debit card or something.
Oh yeah, of course it will, won't it?
No. The money will go into the money will go into their account.
Yeah, it's been topped up. And then Rosie, hello, sweetie, you've just walked in.
Auntie can't wait to see you tomorrow.
We're going there tomorrow. Yeah. Go on then. Give me a kiss.
Mummy.
Okay, you need to go and tell Daddy. Oh, come on.
What's wrong?
So she's also had tooth pain that she's
Under
saying
the
again now.
yeah. So what's happened?
So she grinds her teeth at night a lot.
Oh, same.
So and what's happened is she's kind of worn away the back 2 teeth. So they've given her a shield to sleep with, but I think the shield's a bit too big for her mouth. And I looked on the box and it said medium. I think she needs a small because she won't. Since we've got this shield, she won't wear it.
I know. Did you know what though? It's not practical. There must be another solution.
And it's only been a few days, but
because
I think
that
if we,
because
now like she's coming in then saying, "Oh my teeth," and it's comes and goes in waves, if you know what I mean, and.
It's horrible.
And where it's their little teeth, you just have to be careful because you don't want to like
damage the underneath. Yeah.
So she went to a specialist doctor, biological dentist, because didn't want to have any X-rays or anything. And no, I'm talking to Auntie, darling. You'll have to go have Daddy. Come on, afterwards. Mummy, give you a cuddle afterwards, okay? You're okay. Go and lay with Daddy.
She sounds a little bit husky.
Yeah, that's probably from all the playing though. She's had like 3 play dates a weekend.
Oh, she's tired. That's the other thing. I feel like mine are exhausted. Do you after the summer holidays?
Yeah, they are. So she's got we've seen her best friend Grace. She's seen her 3 days in a row now. So she's tired.
She's tired.
So it's been a fun weekend, but also teeth journey. Little like Edward, bless him, he had a little temperature. It wasn't that bad, but he just literally was attached to me. Like a few days ago, he was on my boob. It was all day, but I just he was like, and then he that night ended up having a better sleep than the previous 2 nights, and now he's better as well. So it's just been a bit of a roller coaster.
A bit of a week of it. I was going to say, with babies, it's like you get past that 3-month point, you feel like you've got a routine, and then boom, the teeth start.
Yes, that's
the
it.
teeth start growing, you got teeth in.
That's it. And I know it actually is quite early for him to get his teeth, but I just think it could have been teeth. It could just be he was being grizzly. It could be like the transition where he's had like a growth spurt. Like it could have been anything but I was putting it down to teeth because he was like gnawing away at everything.
Yeah, it's probably. Lily started at 3 months. She was.
Yeah, it's just like a bit of a process, isn't it? Yeah. Apart from that, I had a photo shoot last week. Was it last week? Yeah, all the days like blend into one, don't they? So I had a shoot with the push chairs.
Oh,
which
I see
was great.
that. Yeah, was that your
good.
first sort of work shoot? But I know you've done the OK.
Apart from the OK, that was the first kind of work one. Yeah, and
so
I took
did
Rosie with me and Edward.
Oh, lovely. Yeah.
He slept. It was so funny because they were like, "It's fine. Like we can just shoot you in the products." And I was like, but obviously, ideally, you'd want Edward in the pictures. But he slept the whole time we was there. And in the end, it was getting a bit awkward. And I was like, I'm really sorry. I was like, but and they was like, don't worry. They kept saying, don't worry, it's fine. But I was thinking, obviously, one in the pictures. But then I didn't want to do that thing.
Why did you should have just put him in the pram asleep?
So in the end, I did. So we got done like most of the stuff. And then I was like, look, I know that you're not fussed. I was like, but I'll just put him in. But I knew that as soon as I would do that, he'd wake up. You know, like.
And it's like, what do you want? Do you want me to be able to do the shoot, or do you want the baby in the pram?
That's it. And then they had influencers coming after me to shoot a load of content, so there was like a bit of a time limit. In the end, I was like, look, I'm just going to get him out. Let's try and get him in a couple of pictures.
Yeah.
And I said, he's probably not going to be happy, but we'll try our best. And we did get a couple, but I knew it. As soon as I woke him up, he was so grizzly. Like, he did not want.
No, yeah.
But he literally slept for like 2.5 hours, but it was really making me laugh. In the end, I was like, kept creeping in the room, like, trying to make some noise.
Wakey.
Like the one time you don't really want them to be like deep sleep.
Yeah.
But it was fine. And the shoot was in Surrey, so it was just around the corner.
Oh,
but
no.
It's nice because I know that you do a lot more shoots than me with like in the style and stuff like that. But
yeah,
it is actually just quite nice to get hair and makeup done and be styled, isn't it?
And like get glammed up, get some nice photos. It is like there's some days where I think, oh, like, you know, like
can't bothered.
But you know what I think to myself now, like when I'm in the hair and makeup chair, that's like my only time in the day that I would sit down and rest. Yeah. So like, you know, like usually we're just on our feet all day, aren't we? Like doing stuff, rushing about here, then. But when I sit in the makeup chair, you can't do anything because you're getting your hair and makeup done. So I think
that's it.
Actually, my OK shoot's out tomorrow that I done.
Oh, nice. Is it a pregnancy shoot?
It was for their beauty. It's, you know, the beauty subscription box. So
yes,
it's for that, but it's doubled up as both. So yeah, that's out tomorrow. I see the cover earlier actually. It's very
nice.
We like shot it sort of. Oh, there's this shot. It's really funny where I'm underwater. Had this like big dress on. No, honestly, they filmed it for the Family Diaries when people see like the BTS.
I think you told me this when you felt really suffocated.
Oh my God, suffocated. And then
you thought you was going to drown.
I thought I was going to drown. Then Jeff's leg got caught up in part of the dress, and I was like, it was really, it was like heavy underwater. I was like, I'm drowning. You know, like honestly, it was so. Although we got the shot, it was like to get to that point, the underwater one, it was trickier than what it looks, but
sounds amazing though.
It's a cool shoot. Really, I'm excited for it to come out. It's out today in London and tomorrow, isn't it? Properly. So
this episode is sponsored by Katie Loxton, who makes gorgeous personalised handbags, accessories, and gifts.
I've just been looking at Katie Loxton's autumn and winter collection, and it's so lovely. Some amazing colours and styles that I can't wait to try.
Yes, lots of olive and plum tones in there. Oh, well, you know what else I spotted? They have a brand new weekend holder bag. You know how much we love these, Billie.
Yes, we absolutely love these. I'm obsessed with mine. I use it all the time.
So the new weekend bag in the collection, guys, is called Oxford Weekend Holdall, and it's a cross between the classic tote and the weekend bag. So make sure you look out for that.
What's really good about Katie Loxton is their personalisation service, so you can create something unique for yourself or as a gift. You can choose between their embroidery or monogram in lettering, and then you can add up to 3 initials on each of your products.
And if you're buying an item as a gift, you get a free personalised bow gift bag with every order, and you can add a name and a message too. It's so good for like birthdays. Like we've given stuff to Mum before, haven't we? She's loved it, like with all the personalised on it. And we've all got matching. It's so nice.
Really nice for gifting. So we have a treat for you. 15% off the Katie Loxton Autumn Winter Collection with the code Sam and Billie Show 15.
That's in capitals, Sam and Billie Show 15 for 15% off. Oh, I stayed at Louisa's house, didn't I? I see Louisa for the first time in forever.
Yes, it looked amazing.
So obviously, you know, I haven't seen her in ages, since Moldova. Oh, we're actually been put up for an award. Louisa and I have been put up for an award for Celebrity Fundraiser of the Year.
That is amazing.
Yeah, so that's really good. And actually, we've done some filming for that the next day. So what happened was she invited us around. We had like a full day with them. With the kids playing, and we had a sleepover, which was a bit of a nightmare. I didn't get much sleep, to be honest.
Oh, really?
My 2 was like, we want to sleep with Indy and Clemmy, and do you know when you know that that's not a good idea?
Yeah.
Not because I was trying to be strict. I was like, okay, you can. But I said to Louisa, like, hers are obviously amazing. They sleep through. They have done since they was like a few months old in their own rooms. I was like, my two, the idea of it's great. I said, but they're going to come looking for me in the middle of the night. And I was right. And her house is humongous.
Oh,
like, you know, she's moved recently, hasn't she? So she's got this.
Oh, it looks amazing.
Incredible. Yeah, and it's amazing. It's just like humongous. And I obviously where I had only spent the day there, I was trying to find my way around. It's like literally a palace. Anyway, so of course that happened. Them two got up. Paul come looking for me, and then Rosie did, and then obviously where I co-sleep with Edward, I would never sleep with the children in the bed as well. It's just always me and Edward, just because I just find that I'm safe with that, you know, and children don't have kind of any awareness. And it was just a nightmare. Sleeping pattern was just all over, but they loved it because they was outdoors all day. She's got like this little tractor thing, like and she was like putting the kids in the back of the tractor, like she's got horses there.
Oh, how
so it was
lovely.
It was really, really fun. And then the next day we done some filming because the awards ceremony is when she's in America. And I've got something in the diary work-wise, which I might try and move, but I feel a little bit nervous going on my own without her because obviously it's
Is it televised?
I don't know. I don't think so. It's not televised, but it would just be if we was to win. Look at me, like thinking, like if we did win.
No, cool. She got
It would be collecting the award, but
think how amazing how much money you both raised in that short space of time.
Yeah.
I'd definitely say you're in for a chance.
I think so. So it's for the Just Giving Awards. Maybe I'll go, but I just
you should.
I'm trying to move something because she's not even in the country to even do it at all. But anyway, that's really cool.
Oh,
it's good because it just brings awareness to the charity, even if we don't win. You know, it's just
all
about kind of and to be recognised. And we was like, who put us up for the award, and they couldn't tell us. I was like, that's really weird.
What? So is it like a public vote, or is it?
It's a public vote, and people put you up for the award, but I don't know. We don't know who done it.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
If you're out there, let us know who it was. Thank you. So come on, any more rat update? I know this has been going on for a few weeks, but you're home now, so
yes.
So there is happened.
Yes. So I got back Friday. Thursday, the pest control guy had been round again, and he caught a rat. So yeah, he's got.
Oh
so
no.
The rat. Yeah. So, but it's really weird because I keep smelling.
Rat piss.
Well, I think it is. I've texted him this morning saying that there's a funny smell in my kitchen and it's like musky. So I've asked him for some advice on like, does he know a company that can come and do like a deep clean behind the boards behind the kitchen, because I think that's where he caught the rat, like behind the boards. But bear in mind, this rat's been all over my house, right? It's been in my bedroom, it's been in Nellie's bedroom, it's been in the bathroom, God knows where else.
Did you see the rat?
I didn't see it, but apparently it was 2 foot long, which is huge. 2 foot's about that long, isn't it? Maybe longer.
I think one, and then
so I was guessing that's including the towel. Because that's
disgusting.
That is, I know, isn't it? Disgusting. Honestly, it creeps. I'm still in bed every night,
What's
really
2
silent.
foot? I've got a tape measure. Right, look, on this tape measure, because I know that not everyone watches, they listen. Look how big 24 inches is.
I know. That is, isn't it disgusting?
That is disgusting. It's like...
Are you sure you want to stay at mine tomorrow night?
Maybe we'll stay at mum's.
The good thing is, it's been cool and there's been no signs...
of any more.
No, and there's been no freaky goings on.
So like rats, are they like lone rangers then? They don't kind of
Well, he said usually one comes to one will come in and then they go back to their nest, and that's where they have
right.
But he said sometimes you could get nests of them, but he said there's no sign of any more here. It's just that it was just the one that was coming in and out.
Okay.
That is.
Look at that. It's like a badger.
It's like a toddler.
It's disgusting.
You literally like a toddler
Anyway.
crawling around under my bed.
At least that's sorted. So how are you feeling? Can I see your bump?
Yeah.
I'm never going to see you tomorrow.
Actually, do you know what I've got on today, which is really funny? I don't know why it's funny.
Yeah.
I've got denim maternity shorts on.
Have you?
Yeah, I'll let you see the band. So,
go to the side because you can't tell. Oh, you haven't grown that much
these
since
are
I see you
actually a bit
last.
big. Sorry.
Oh.
You see?
Yeah, you haven't gone much bigger since I seen you last, which is good.
Well, I don't. When you see me tomorrow, you might feel different then.
Your tummy looks nice and brown. Did you bathe it in the sun?
Yeah, I did. Although I've been putting on so much cream, bio oil, that stuff that you bought me, slapping it on every day. Because like now I feel like my skin's stretching. So
to prevent the last bit. I wonder if because Edward was my biggest bump, 100%. He was my biggest bump.
I don't know. See,
when you get to the last bit, well, we'll see. You'll see. Honestly, I felt like I was going to burst.
Do you know what
like,
I have
skin.
gone back to, which is really frustrating? Restless legs and I can't sleep at all.
So you need to do a reflexology.
Yes, and also, do you know what I've booked in to have? The compression thing. Do you know what you put your legs in?
Oh yeah,
What's
we've
it called?
got one. We've got the machine.
Have you? Oh,
Do
I've
you
seen
wanna borrow
that.
it?
Yours, yeah.
Yeah, we've actually I bought it for Paul because when he plays football.
What I'll do is I'll try it, see if I like it, and then I can maybe borrow it from you.
Yeah, it's really good. I used it a lot.
Yeah,
in pregnancy.
apparently it's meant to be really good for restless leg syndrome, which I've got badly at the moment, and my sleep's horrendous. Weird going to the toilet again all night.
All night.
Do you know, I was thinking about you the other day, thinking when you said about getting the potty, I'm at the stage where I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually swap sides of the bed with Greg now because
you're closer to the toilet.
Yeah, it's probably like 4 or 5 times a night, and then I can't get back to sleep.
That's exactly the same. See, and then you're in a vicious cycle because you're like awake and you physically can't get back to sleep.
Annoying. But then,
that's exactly what I had.
But also, thank you for my lovely pregnancy pillow.
Oh, so good that one, isn't it?
So,
have you tried it yet?
Yeah, I've tried it, but the kids have been like, it's like having another person in the bed, isn't it? That pillow, it's huge.
It's huge.
And then the kids,
it's needed.
The kids are in my bed, like sits with me back for holiday. They've been getting in. Then so the other night I said, everyone, please just get out, and I slept in the bed on my own with it, and it was really nice because I could stretch out and.
Oh, so nice.
Yeah,
I've still got mine actually because afterwards it's great to get comfortable with the baby as well.
Yeah, and put the baby on it. Yeah, no, it's really that's lovely. But other than that,
for those who are, we're probably going to get people to ask us what it is.
Yeah.
It's called Nagel, isn't it? We're obviously not getting paid for this. Just so you know, it's not
just
an ad,
really
but it's
nice.
called Nagel. Najell.
They sent
really
me some other bits
pillow.
as well, but I haven't opened it all yet.
Talking of stretchy skin, I done loads of pictures yesterday when I got Paul to take them of me before pictures.
Oh, amazing.
So
you're going to start your fitness journey.
Share them. Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm going to do it properly come September when the kids go back to school. But I have started my trampolining.
Oh, how's that going?
Haven't I? Really good. It's brilliant. It literally makes you feel so good for the rest of the day. And I think
I need to get one.
To do with the bouncing. And like you can do your abs on it. I've done arms. My arms are aching a little bit today here because I haven't done arms in ages. But most of it is obviously like bouncing. But it's so good. And it's only half an hour as well. It's all you need to do because it's quite intense because it's like a 30-minute hit. So I thought, right, let's get some before pictures. And I didn't take pictures of my figure obviously after birth. I don't think that counts. I think you've got to give yourself a few months.
Completely.
So Edward is he 4 months now? So I thought I'm taking my before pictures now because I've lost most of that kind of baby belly.
Yeah.
I haven't, but I have.
No, of course. Like the initial like where the
bump
like
gone
the
down.
It's almost like the pouch where the baby's growing in. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've definitely I'm totally out of shape, and when I post the pictures, hopefully around Christmas time, that I'll see a difference.
Oh,
maybe I'm not going to
amazing.
be like ready. Do you know what I mean? But I just want to do just to give like other mums a bit of inspiration, I guess, because these pictures that I got yesterday, I'm not in shape, and it's nice for people to see.
But
isn't it?
also, it's
a natural.
of course. Like
tummy after birth.
And also, like, it's going to be, it doesn't happen overnight, does it? Let's say by next summer, you might feel like definition, toned, like, and I suppose as well, you've got to remember it's about feeling good and for yourself rather than feeling like undernourished and like you've not been eating properly.
And that's it.
And feeling healthy.
So I've weighed myself. That's it. So I've weighed myself, like I have been actually for a few months now, but I just don't think weighing yourself is effective.
Absolutely not.
Like, you look at the scales and you're like, oh, I'm the same as I was last week.
I wouldn't
and
do
I think
that.
it's just definitely measure yourself and take photos. I feel like that is much more effective than actually just jumping on the scales.
I've never been one to weigh myself. I always go by my clothes, always by my clothes. And like you say, before photos are the best, aren't they? Because then you can go back and compare.
Yeah.
Do you know what I've really noticed in this pregnancy? I was Googling it last night. I've noticed, and I've never had it before, but I've noticed I've got a bit of back fat.
Honestly,
I'm storing fat on my back.
I'm going to show you these pictures tomorrow from behind, and that's exactly what I've got.
Isn't that? Do you think that's an age?
I don't know if it's.
I didn't have it at all with
age.
the other two. Did you?
No.
Maybe it's age.
I've got pictures.
I googled it,
I'm going to show you these
and
pictures.
it's like, I know I'm terrible googling, but I just thought I'm just interested to see. Like you get forums, other mums saying all, and actually it's really common and. For some reason, it's just something that can occur, and so then I googled how to prevent it in pregnancy. So I watched this pregnancy workout, and it's just really simple, like with dumbbells, like just basically like do like a couple of simple exercises. So now that's given me motivation to get dumbbells out the garage, leave them in the kitchen, and just do like a little mini arm workout in the mornings. Whether I do it or not.
Something back fat isolation. There's like YouTubes that you can do.
Yeah, I noticed it in like my vests with my bra, and I thought, oh, don't like that. And I'm sitting here pinching it now.
I've still got it.
It's annoying.
We was at Legoland the other day. I was so hot, and I really, I could like see it in videos. I looked back the next day. I was like, oh my gosh, look at my back fat.
I know. It's just so. Maybe it's like a hormone thing. Anyway. It won't be there forever.
Yeah, because on here, it will. I think it returns in the menopause.
Oh,
I can see I'm reading it.
Jesus Christ, we get all the great things.
We've had quite a few Ask Us Anything. So, there's one here. Do you ever get bloated, and what are your tips on dealing with it?
Yes.
I always get bloated.
So do I. Always get bloated.
What would you say your top tips are?
I think for me it would be, and this is really quite general, but I think like bread and pasta definitely bloat me the most. Like I feel, and I love, and don't get me wrong, I love it. Like I ate so much bread on holiday, didn't cut back at all. But I do think that when you eat a lot of bread or a lot of pasta, then you do gluten. But I also I drink loads of water. I think that's a really good tip, loads of water. And also if you can handle it, like lemon water is really good for bloating.
And also peppermint tea. Peppermint is nice.
I also read something really interesting the other day. It was just something that popped up on Instagram, and I've actually screenshot it, and I'm going to try and do this. So it says about, like feeling bloated in like the afternoon slump, and like feeling like groggy, tired off. So there's like an old-fashioned, not an old-fashioned, but it's like, I think it's a culture anyway. It's say only eat till you're 80% full. So like when we eat, right, and we eat and we eat, like I do this, I get so hungry, I can't
like the
stop,
worst thing, isn't it?
And then I eat loads, right? But actually it makes such sense, because when you eat loads, you feel like, oh, don't you that? Especially in the afternoon. Like if you're on a shoot after lunch, I'm like done. I'm like, oh my God. I think, and actually, like I've really thought it was a really good. I'll get it, and we'll put it on maybe on our Instagram story on the podcast one, because I just thought it really made sense. When something really resonates with you, and you think so true, like just only eat to your certain fullness.
And I think as well, like it depends on like what pasta and kind of bread you're eating as well. Like if you've been somewhere and you've got like homemade fresh bread, or you've had like a pasta that's come from like, I don't know, nice organic homemade Italian pasta or something, there is such a difference in what you're buying in terms of like the actual ingredients and stuff. I think that makes a big difference. And also, I know we spoke about it on here before, but colonics are really good for
I really want to
bloating
have
as well.
one of those. When I'm
Obviously, you don't have them all the time, but if you had a course of them, they really help with bloating. And I feel like when you have a colonic as well, you feel that you've completely detoxed your stomach and your liver. And I think it kind of kickstarts you into wanting to like eat a little bit healthier and like mind what you're putting in.
Like you feel like refreshed.
Yeah, that's it. And also like another one for bloating, like anti-inflammatory stuff, like foods, rather than eating stuff and there's certain vegetables as well that can make you really bloated.
Oh yeah, broccoli does that to me. It's really weird, broccoli.
Yeah. So next question, what was your favourite TOWIE ep to film? Oh, it's got to be Vegas, hasn't it?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Has to be Vegas.
God, Vegas, yes. It was definitely Vegas.
That was so fun.
That was the best. Best
We was out there for, I think it was 12 days or 10 days.
It was, a long time to be in Vegas.
It was a long time to be in Vegas and filming at the same time. There was so much drama, gossip. You know, it was like we'd all been let loose.
Brilliant.
We all.
I remember me, you, and Fern, us three shared a room, and then Lucy joined our room throughout the holiday. I'm sure Jess come and stayed at our room at one point throughout the holiday, like because there was drama.
I thought it was us from the start.
No, it was just
there was so much drama.
Yeah, it was us three.
It was
and
us
then
three,
the girls
and then
joined, and then they went back and they joined. But can you remember, like, one thing that really sticks out on that when we was in Vegas was when the room service, when we used to get back to the room, and the three of us
get back to the room drunk.
We would order like we was eating everything on the menu, but we'd be hysterical, and then it would turn up on like this big trolley.
Mac and cheese, burgers, nachos.
Every time we would just go to town with the room service.
And do you remember how shocked we were that when we checked out? I think we actually spoke about this with Fern on here. Then when we checked out of the room and the bill was like really cheap, we was like, something's wrong here, but we was all keeping it quiet.
We couldn't believe it. We was because we thought we was gonna have.
No, but that was fun.
That was so.
That was good because, and also that trip. Look, if you want to put a group of young people somewhere in the world to create content. Storylines. Vegas
is definitely the one. It is.
So much went down. Good time. Should we do one more? Okay. Let's do. What is next for you both career-wise? That's a good one. Let's go with you first.
Yes. So this year, next month, September, I'm launching my home and lifestyle brand, Chapter B, which I'm so excited about. It's been in the making now for a good 2.5 years. I'm really, really excited about that. That's a big step for me and expanding. And obviously, I'm still continuing with my other businesses, but that's expanding, the next big thing for me career-wise. But also, I do always think to myself. Obviously, we film. We're continuing to film for the Family Diaries, but I do think I would love to try another format of TV as well. Eventually, I know I don't know where I'm getting this time from, but something I would like to do is
explore something different to than just the reality that we've been doing.
Yeah, like to stay on doing TV, and I love doing the reality as well. But it would be great to branch out from that. You know, like Samantha, I think we said before. Me, you, and Mum. You know, like what they do with Gino.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Gordon. Like, I'd love to do something like that.
A different concept, isn't it, altogether? And so me career-wise, again, I'm expanding 90s Adventures, which is my bath time range at the moment in Tesco. So we're expanding that into children's clothing and nightwear and things like that. So I'm really excited. That's launching this year as well. So that's going to be really good.
Amazing.
I've been like back and forth, you know what it's like with samples and creating. It's a long process.
It's a long process.
Like a good year process, and we're finally getting there with like kind of launch dates and times. So that's going to be really cool. And Revive Collagen, obviously I've put so much of my effort into that. That's my little baby business. And we're going to America in November. with Revive Collagen. So
Wow.
I'm going to go out there. I'm going to take
gonna be-
Edward with me, leave the other two at home because they've got school. And we've got like a trade show across 4 or 5 days out there. So I'm really excited for that because that's been our goal from day one, is to be global, and America is definitely the one we want to hit. So that'll be fun. A little bit of Beverly Hills, bit of work, bit of pleasure.
My God. LA, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I've never been to LA. I've never been.
I can't believe you've never been. Well, hopefully...
I do want to go, obviously. It's on my list.
Well, hopefully Revive Collagen smashes it and we'll have an office in LA. So it'll just be a reason for us always to be there.
We can do a trip.
100%.
We could do a work trip.
Absolutely. Okay, that's it. Do you know what, as well? I was thinking we should add a twist to the podcast and get some listeners to give us ideas for, like... a bit of a format. Do you know what I mean? Like, we do Ask Us Anything. I think it'd be good to include the listeners and like hear from them. So yeah, let's hit up the DMs, guys, and or our email address, and give us some ideas of like kind of something else that we could do.
Or topics.
Yeah. Have a think. And
certain topics that you'd like us to talk about.
Okay, so that's it from us, guys, today. Thank you for listening. You can also watch us on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe. And yeah, see you soon. See you tomorrow.
Bye. Bye. Yeah, see you tomorrow. Bye.